The rain was pouring outside the hotel. Luxury cars stopped one by one. Cameras flashed. Music shook the glass walls. Eli stood by the black car, his clothes a little wet, his hands shaking on the door handle. Mr. Carter, his rich boss, stepped out in a sharp black suit. Gold watch. Perfect hair. Fake smile. A waiter rushed past and bumped Eli. A drop of dirty water fell on Mr. Carter's shiny shoe. Mr. Carter froze. Slowly he looked down at his shoe, then up at Eli. "Are you blind?" Mr. Carter shouted. "Look what you did to my shoe." Eli's eyes went wide. Sir, it was the waiter. "I'm sorry." Mr. Carter grabbed Eli's collar. Guests turned. Some laughed. Some took out their phones and started recording. "You embarrass me at my own party?" Mr. Carter yelled. "In this cheap driver jacket?" Eli's lips trembled. "Please, sir, don't shout. People are watching." "Good," Mr. Carter said. "Let them watch." He pushed Eli back. Eli almost fell on the wet ground. Mr. Carter pointed at the floor. "Kneel down and wipe it." Eli stared at him, shocked. The rain hit his face like tiny needles. "Sir, please, not here," Eli whispered. "I'm also a human." "People like you," Mr. Carter said coldly, "are not human to me. You're just staff." The crowd went silent. Someone zoomed their phone camera closer. And at that exact moment, lightning flashed in the sky. If you were Eli, what would you do? The party was for a big deal. A huge business contract. Millions of dollars. All week, Mr. Carter had been shouting at everyone. In the morning, Eli had polished the car until he could see his own face in it. His hands were rough. His nails were cracked. His eyes were tired. He lived in a tiny room with his sick mother and little sister, Grace. Grace always asked, "Bye, when will we have a big house like your boss?" Eli would smile softly. "One day, Grace. For now, I just drive his big car." That evening, Grace had grabbed his sleeve. "Don't be late tonight," she said. "Mama's medicine is almost finished." "I'll try," Eli replied, kissing her forehead. "If Mr. Carter lets me." At the mansion, Mr. Carter walked down the stairs, talking on his phone. "I want this party perfect, Daniel," he told his manager. "Rich people. Rich music. Rich food. No poor faces in my pictures, understand?" Then he saw Eli outside, adjusting his cap. "You're still here?" Mr. Carter snapped. "Didn't I tell you to be early?" "I was early, sir," Eli said softly. "I cleaned the car. Checked the engine. Fuel is full. Everything is ready." Mr. Carter clicked his tongue. "Your face doesn't look ready. You look tired. Don't stand too close to me tonight. I don't want my friends thinking I hire beggars." The words hit Eli's heart like a punch. But he stayed quiet. He needed this job. At the hotel, after the rain scene, Eli knelt down slowly. His knees touched the cold, wet marble. His hands shook as he took out a small cloth to wipe the shoe. He could hear guests whispering, "Look at that driver. Why is he making him do that? So rude. But it's kind of funny." Someone chuckled. Someone recorded. Eli's eyes filled with tears, but he lowered his head. "I'm sorry, sir," he whispered, wiping the shoe carefully. Mr. Carter looked around proudly. "This is what happens when staff don't know their place," he said loudly. Behind him, a young woman watched with shock. It was Mia, Mr. Carter's only daughter. She wore a silver dress, but her face was pale with shame. "Dad," Mia said softly. "That's enough." Mr. Carter did not even look at her. "Go inside, Mia. Smile for the cameras." Eli finished cleaning the shoe. His fingers were numb. "Now stand by the car," Mr. Carter ordered. "Don't move unless I call you. And keep your dirty face away from my guests." Mr. Carter walked into the glowing hotel, the doors closing behind him. Eli stayed outside in the rain, his heart heavy. He did not know. One of those videos was already being uploaded, and it was about to change everything. What happens when the whole world sees how a rich man treats his driver? Inside, the ballroom was like another world. Huge crystal lights, white flowers, soft jazz music. People in fancy clothes laughed, clapped, and took selfies. Mr. Carter walked in like a king. "Tonight," he said to the crowd, "we celebrate a new deal with Mr. Kane." Mr. Kane was a big investor. Calm face, sharp eyes. He shook Mr. Carter's hand, but he had already seen something strange. A waiter had shown him a short video. In the video, Mr. Carter was shouting at his driver in the rain. Mr. Kane watched quietly. He didn't say anything. Yet, outside, Eli stood near the car, soaking wet. He leaned against the door, quietly coughing. His stomach growled. He had not eaten since morning. He thought of Grace. Her smiling face. Her small hands. Her words. "Bye, don't ever let anyone treat you like you're nothing." Eli closed his eyes. "Maybe I should leave this job," he thought. But then he saw his mother's hospital bill inside his wallet. "I have no choice," he whispered to himself. Just then, the side door opened. Mia walked out, holding a small plate. "Eli," she called softly. He turned, surprised. "Yes, ma'am?" "Stop calling me ma'am," she sighed. "My name is Mia." She walked closer and handed him the plate. "There are extra snacks inside," she said. "You didn't eat, right?" Eli hesitated. "If your father sees—" "He won't," she cut in. "He is too busy pretending to be perfect." Eli gave a small, grateful smile. "Thank you, Mia." She watched his shaking hands as he took the food. "I'm sorry for what he did," she said. "He shouldn't have treated you like that." "It's okay," Eli lied. "He is my boss. I am just the driver." Mia shook her head. "You are a human, not just anything." Before Eli could reply, Daniel, the manager, appeared at the door, sweating. "Mia," he gasped. "Where's your father?" "Inside," she said. "Why? What happened?" Daniel looked very worried. "Someone posted that video of Mr. Carter shouting at Eli. It's spreading fast. People at the party are already watching it." Mia's eyes widened. Eli's heart stopped. Daniel continued, "If Mr. Kane sees it, the deal is gone. Your father will lose everything." Inside, whispers started. "Is this the man we're doing business with? Humiliating his driver like that? Disgusting." Mr. Carter felt the change in the air. People were no longer smiling at him. Some looked away. Some looked at their phones, then at him with cold eyes. He grabbed a waiter. "What is going on?" The waiter stammered, Sir, there's a video of you. Outside. With your driver." Mr. Carter snatched a phone and saw himself on the screen. His own voice echoed back at him. "People like you are not human to me. You're just staff." His face turned red. His hand shook. "Who posted this?" he hissed. The waiter whispered, "I don't know, sir. But it already has thousands of views." At that moment, the lights flickered. Then, suddenly, everything went dark. The music stopped. The lights went out. The ballroom was full of gasps and shouts.
"Power cut," someone yelled. "Where's the backup?" another asked. In the darkness, a small child's cry rang out. "Daddy! Daddy!" It was Mia's little brother, Leo. He had been near the elevator. "Leo!" Mia screamed. "Where is he?" Someone shouted from the hallway, "The elevator is stuck." "The boy is inside." Mr. Carter's blood ran cold. "Open it," he shouted. "Open it now." "No power, sir," the guard yelled. "It's stuck between floors." Leo's cry turned into a wheezing cough. He had asthma. He needed his inhaler. Mia grabbed her father's arm. "Dad, he can't breathe in closed spaces." "Do something." Mr. Carter panicked. His hands shook. I don't know what to do," he shouted. Someone in the crowd whispered, "The driver. He knows the building. He always waits near the service doors." All eyes turned to the glass doors. Outside, in the rain, Eli stood in the dark, and for the first time that night, Mr. Carter needed him. Will the man who insulted his driver now beg him for help? Mr. Carter ran to the glass door and pushed it open. Rain blew inside, cold and wild. "Eli!" he shouted. His voice cracked. "Eli!" Eli turned, still holding the empty plate Mia had given him. "Yes, sir," he said carefully. Mr. Carter's face was pale. "My son is stuck in the elevator," he said, breathing fast. "He can't breathe. The power is gone. You know the back ways. Please help me." For the first time, Eli saw fear in his boss's eyes. Real fear. Not anger. Not pride. Fear. "Please," Mr. Carter whispered. His voice broke. "I'm begging you." The same man who made him kneel was now almost on his knees in front of him. Mia watched, tears in her eyes. "Eli," she said softly, "Leo needs you. You are the only one who knows the service stairs, the maintenance hatch, everything." Eli's heart pounded. His mind flashed back to the rain, the shoe, the cruel words. "You're not human to me." For a second, he wanted to say no. For a second, he wanted him to feel the same helplessness. But then he thought of Leo, a small boy, crying in the dark, struggling to breathe. Eli took a deep breath. "I'll help," he said. "Not for you, but for your son." Without waiting, he grabbed a small flashlight from the car and ran inside. The hallway was dark, except for phone screens. From inside the elevator shaft, Leo's faint voice came. "Mia?" "Dad." "I'm scared." "Leo, I'm here." Mia shouted, running after Eli. Eli reached the service door. He knew this building well. He had waited here many nights, alone, while rich guests partied. "There's a maintenance ladder," he said. "It goes to the side of the shaft." "Is it safe?" Mr. Carter asked, his voice shaking. "No," Eli said honestly. "But I'm going anyway." He pushed open the heavy door and climbed the metal ladder. His hands slipped a little. The metal was cold and wet from leaks. Below him, Mia's voice echoed. "Be careful, Eli." Step by step, he moved toward the stuck elevator. He could hear Leo's weak coughs through the wall. "It's okay, Leo," Eli said loudly. "Uncle Eli is here. I won't let anything happen to you." "Uncle." "Eli," Leo whispered. "I can't breathe." Eli reached the emergency hatch near the elevator roof. He shoved it open with his shoulder. The metal cut his arm. Warm blood slid down, but he didn't stop. He peered inside. Leo was on the floor, clutching his chest, tears on his cheeks. "It's dark," Leo cried. "I'm scared." "I know, champ," Eli said softly. "But look, see this light? That's me. I'm here." He squeezed through the opening and dropped inside the elevator. He took out the small inhaler Mia had thrown up to him just moments before. "Breathe in," Eli said, guiding Leo's hands. "Slow, steady." Leo took a deep breath, then another. Slowly, his chest relaxed. His crying calmed. Outside, people waited, holding their breath. Mia held her father's arm so tightly, he almost lost feeling. "Please, God," Mr. Carter whispered, eyes closed. "Please protect my son." And that man inside with him. After long minutes, the emergency team managed to open the elevator doors. When it finally slid open, everyone saw Eli sitting on the floor, holding Leo in his arms, the boy's head on his chest. Leo was breathing normally again, small and sleepy. Mia ran forward and hugged her brother and Eli at the same time. "Thank you," she sobbed. "Thank you, thank you." Mr. Carter stepped forward slowly. His eyes were full of tears. He looked at Eli. Really looked at him. Not as a driver. Not as staff. But as a man who had just saved his child. Mr. Carter tried to speak. His voice broke. I don't deserve your help. Eli stood up slowly, his arm bleeding. You're his father, Eli said quietly. And he's just a child. I couldn't leave him. The crowd watched. Phones were still recording. But this time they were recording something different. Mr. Carter's mask broke. I spoke terrible words to you, he said, tears rolling down. I treated you like dirt, like you were not human. But today, you proved you have more heart than me. He stepped closer. In front of everyone, Mr. Carter bowed his head. I am sorry, Eli, he said, voice shaking. Truly, I am ashamed. Please forgive me. The same mouth that said, You're not human, was now asking for forgiveness from the man he insulted. That is instant karma. Mr. Kane, the investor, stepped out from the crowd. Mr. Carter, he said firmly, I saw the first video. I was angry. I thought, I will cancel this deal. Mr. Carter swallowed hard. But then I saw something else, Mr. Kane continued. I saw your driver risk his life for your son. I saw your pride break. I saw you say sorry. He looked at Eli. The most valuable person at this party is not the man in the most expensive suit, but the man with the biggest heart. He turned to Mr. Carter again. I will still sign the deal, Mr. Kane said. But only if you change how you treat your people. Start with him. Everyone watched. Mr. Carter nodded quickly. I will. I promise. Starting now. He faced Eli again. From today, Mr. Carter said, you are not just my driver. I want you as my personal assistant. Better pay. Proper respect. And I will pay for your sister's education and your mother's treatment. Eli's eyes filled with tears. He had never expected this. But why? He whispered. Mr. Carter smiled sadly. Because you did what I could not do. You were kind, even when I was cruel. Leo tugged Eli's sleeve. Uncle Eli, he said, still sleepy, can you sit with me in the car from now on? Not in front, with me in the back. Everyone chuckled softly. Eli nodded, tears falling. Yes, Leo, I will. Mia smiled too, her eyes shining. And outside, the video of Mr. Carter insulting his driver stayed on the internet. But now, there was a new video too. A video of a rich man begging his driver for help. A video of a poor man saving a rich boy's life. A video of karma, turning pride into humility. Sometimes, life humbles the proud in the most unexpected way. The people we look down on may be the ones who save us in the end. If you were Eli, would you still help the man who humiliated you? Have you ever seen someone change after life gave them a lesson? Remember, money can buy parties, cars, and suits, but it cannot buy a pure heart.